Good evening, pigeons. Happy Monday. Welcome back to the Pigeon Coop. How is everybody doing today? I hope you're doing well. Happy Monday. Happy time zone. Just happy, happy, happy. Because, why not? It's another day I get to spend with my wonderful and glorious pigeons, which makes me happy. And my model seems to be confused as to when I'm talking. It's interesting. Okay. Well, whatever. We're not going to worry about it. What's a stream without a little bit of scuff? Am I right? Yes, I think I'm right. It's been a fun day. A bit of an annoying day at work, but work is behind me and fun games are ahead of me. And I got started on the new PC build. I am so excited to see that thing run. I looked in to see as to whether or not I could stream it, and it just wasn't really feasible. I don't really have the equipment for it to do it where I can protect my identity and things like that. I just have a webcam and my phone, so yeah, it's just not really feasible, guys. Sorry. So I started putting it together today, and it's getting there. The GPU, the motherboard, the power supply, they're all in there. The RAM is in there. The M.2 drive is in there. We're getting somewhere. I've yet to turn it on. I still got some more things to do. I got to put in the cooler next, but it's getting there. I'm looking forward to powering up and seeing it run. And if it even runs. Always the pucker moment. When you boot up the PC for the first time, you just have to kind of cross your fingers that it boots. Oh, I also have to get the install USB. Oh, I forgot to set that up. Oh well. Future me problems. But today, here in the present, the glorious present, we're continuing with Urban Myth Dissolution Center, where we're going into episode 5. That'll be exciting. Episode 5, part 1 today, part 2 next week. And then we can do all of episode 6 all in one go the following week. I'm so curious where we're going with this. We are almost at the end, and not really, I don't have a good feeling for mistakes. I don't really know what's gonna happen. I just know the Great Reset is imminent. Ooh, the Great Reset. Ooh, I don't bloody know. I don't have a damn clue what any of that means. Ooh, the Great Reset. Ooh, I don't know, but figure it out as we go along. We got 2 episodes to wrap this whole thing up, so let's see how the game does it. And I see no reason to faff about. How about we dig ourselves into the mystery? I'm looking forward to it because last episode was my personal favorite thus far. I really, really liked episode 4. It was so good. So I am looking forward to seeing what episode 5 has to offer me. We'll see. Can they top the peak of episode 4? Only time will tell. How about we make that time now and jump into it? Urban Myth Dissolution Center, my old friend. Oh, why is it? Oh, it's cut off because we did Olympus Company. Hold up. Hold on a minute. Peach's hashtag lurking again. She's lurking. Hold on a minute. Forgot we did a Cheeky Bill Olympus Company yesterday, so a bit of that's cut off. We're just gonna fix that real quick. And there we go. That's better. All right. No big deal. Let's do it. Episode 5. Hype. Yeah. Space. The final frontier. Episode 5. Shadow of Guilt. The Illuminati cards, each with a prophecy. Each of the cases so far had a card at the site in some way. I somehow had one myself. Aiko-san had the first, Hinako-san had the second. The third one, Mr. Gas Mask, I think. The fourth card was in the cursed box we brought back from Mayusaki-san's. You heard about Mr. Gas Mask, but it's rumored that all of them have gone missing now. Oh, really? If the rumors are true, it warrants the card's reputations for bringing misfortune. I hope everyone's alright. Director, these cards. The background art seems connected. Oh yeah, the spirals. Good eye, Miss Azami. It's time to think about what these cards mean and how they come together. Apologies for the delay. Anything new? Still assessing the information I found at the closet. This series of cases involving the Illuminate cards may be part of some bigger plan. You suppose your partner and her Devastation and Judgment card are part of it? Yes, I suspect so. The design on this Devastation and Judgment card? The Angel Monument at the site of the Tenchu incident. Mr. Gasmask's card shows the same thing. Also, a stairway, a lock, chains, a key, and a watchful eye. They're all shown! The Eye in the Darkness card has chains. Reflection of Death shows a key. Permeating Blight shows a lock.
So, among the motifs shown in Devastation and Judgment, the only one remaining is the other key.
What happens when we have a full set?
The Illumini card with the key. It's likely we will come across it during this upcoming case.
So there's a request coming in?
Indeed. The request is from the CEO of a tech company.
Oh god, we're going to WeWork. No!
He was robbed of something important and wants us to recover it.
Hmm?
Whatever these cards may mean. Perhaps the case will bring us closer to the truth. The Illumini card's prophecies are coming full circle. We should watch what the Zimmers are up to. If something happens to you and your partner.
It's all part of the job. I didn't think you'd care so much, Commissioner Tomiri.
I'll have you know, I care as much as you do. Many international conferences and ceremonies this month, leading to a high number of global VIPs visiting Japan. Security Director Kurosawa of the National Police Agency stated that the police were on high alert in the light of the rumored terror attacks.
Busy world. Jasmine? Isn't this request kind of strange? So he was robbed of something important and wants us to recover it. Each one is strange, but yeah, this one's kind of different. Why haven't they called the police anyway? That's right. If they know something was stolen, the police will listen to them. Yeah, because they've been so attentive up until now. Should have better odds than us having to look for it. Girl, are you for real? You have magic eyes. Ah, piss. I managed the game. Hold up. There we go. Delay the game. Smells of special circumstances. Thus, the need for discretion. Is this Mr. CEO secretly up to no good? In that case, Investigator Fukurai, your mission is to assess the client's reputation and related rumors. Understood. I'll start doing some social media research. Let's do it. If I remember right, UTech's priority CEO was Kurosawa something. You know him, Jasmine? No, I just happened to see him mentioned. Might have been a news article somewhere. Kurosawa, checking the reference doc. Yuta Kurosawa, CEO, UTech priority. So, Mr. Big Time is asking for our help. Kinda fishy, eh? He must be on the top floor of a skyscraper. I'm sweating already. Can't hurt to check for rumors of shady biz or bad rep. You're right. Checking right now. This UTech Priority's official account. UTech is a company that provides IT support to Japanese companies. UTech Priority, a tech company. Wow, it's a corporate account without gimmicks. Quite a following. Glasses mode, activate. I see some movement on UTech. You should search the company name. Please do. We need the glass to tell us that one, that's for sure. UTP's quarterly report, significant increase in profits, plus 50.1% YOY. UTP? For UTech priority, I guess. Is that impressive? Can't say I'm the best person to ask, but guess so. His company's doing well. It went public 3 years after it was started. The CEO seems a bit shallow, but the company itself has a solid reputation. The mother has a solid reputation. Went public in 3 years? That means they're doing really well? I wouldn't know how to explain it right, so I'll just say they're doing super well. The headquarters is in a high-rise in Toranomon, isn't it? Which means we're about to go in? You're that nervous? This company has strong ties with government agencies and large corporations. They seem good, those connections. Government agencies? You know, doing work for the country. I found the clue. Working for the government seems like an easy way to earn a lot. Do you think that's true? Probably. Working for the government is an easy way to earn a lot? Not possible. It's tons of work. It must be tough dealing with government information. I bet it's super stressful for those working on it, since they'd be fired immediately if they mess up. Super stressful job. Fired immediately if they mess up. In that sense, our work is a breeze. It'd be real entertaining if one of those engineers from those types of work were to post Keiba Ichiran here. Keiba? Probably says Kaiba, actually. Goddamn, I grew up on Yu-Gi-Oh! I should know that. Oh, there's an urban myth that says if you post down your socials, very occasionally, you'll get a reply from the dead. The thing where dead people respond to you? Engineers can't do anything about that. Wait, responses from the dead? What would they be saying? You'll just have to post Kaiba Ichiran yourself and find out. I would like to know if you can get those contracts through regular sales techniques. Is it all down to Kurosawa's skills? That can't both be true. Kurosawa, the power of the CEO's sales skills. That CEO guy, Yuya Kurosawa, may have more business skills than we think. People seem very impressed by the CEO. He's young, probably getting paid a lot more than what his job sounds like. Glasses mode, activate. Yes, Yuya Kurosawa is reacting. Search that up. I wonder what kind of things they're saying about him. Let's find out together. Boom. Results found. Alright, exclusive interview with UTech's priorities, Yuya Kurosawa. His unbelievable climb to the top. I understand my path only because I took a detour. Kurosawa-san seems so young, but he's already a CEO. That's who you know. Isn't that true for most CEOs in tech, though? Assets of 700 million yen? Wow, can't believe that Yu is now a tech company CEO. Assets of 700 million? He doesn't ever have to work again. You see this all the time. Playboys in their 20s suddenly put together in their 30s. Really? Around 30s when you learn that life is easier if you take it seriously. I mean, I guess. So he was born rich. If your parents have money, you'll succeed at anything. Man, wish I got super rich parents in the social ranking gacha. Parents in the social ranking gacha? If a social hierarchy was a game and your parents were... Never mind, there's too much to explain. Just means he got lucky, being born to a wealthy family. Now the clue, he was born rich, right? I hear Yuya Kurosawa was born into affluence. His family home is enormous. Affluence? Like he was rich since childhood? Is he successfully running a business? I wouldn't say he's totally ignorant. Person who's inherited power, huh? The world will never change until a rich ruling class changes. GR. Person who inherited power? Someone who gets their privilege from the wealth their parents passed down. Ah, there's GR again. What is that GR supposed to mean? Grade rare? Nah. Maybe great reset that we've heard about over and over again? I passed Yuya Kurosawa on the street yesterday. He had on big sunglasses and a flashy outfit. Thought he was a celeb or something, but he didn't look that arrogant. Seemed nice, actually. Big sunglasses? Guess that's standard CEO attire? Depends on the person. I saw him last week too. He wasn't particularly charismatic or anything. Really plain, like any ever do on the street. I was gonna say hi, but he glared at me. Oof. Very people want to say hi. Do you think Kurosawa-san is a scary person? Depends on the time and place. Everyone has their off moments. He's got his salesman switch on and then his private one. Without doing that, can't last long as a CEO in IT. Salesman switch and a private one. Do you think I'm different off the clock?
Nope.
He could write an autobiography about his huge success story. Ex-popular live stream group leader to tech CEO. Oh, he ran life stories, huh? Success story! Sounds like he's worked hard. Your Kurosawa's success story, huh? Alright. Complete social media research. Kurosawa-san sounds like an impressive person. Why such a big-name CEO come to us for help? I bet it has to do with what they stole. I wonder what happened to him. Only heard people talk about him as if they saw some celeb in town. Haven't heard of any real issues yet. Unlike Mayusaki-san, his company seems to have a good reputation. All that's left is to talk to the man himself. Good luck, Sammy. Ah, looks like that's the building there. Jasmine? Isn't that an actual skyscraper? Yeah, know it. CEO must be holed up in his penthouse. So I should just tell the reception lady that we have an appointment? Yep. Also, try to relax a bit. Understood. Wonder if that W was intentional. Hello, excuse me. We, have an appointment today. We're from the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. You're from the Urban Myth Dissolution Center? Yes, that's right. We were expecting you. This way, please. Camera. Mr. Kurosawa, they have arrived. Ah, hello. Yuya Kurosawa, CEO of UTech Priority Co. This is my secretary, Miss, Miyamoto. Apologies, she joined us recently, so I keep forgetting her name. Hello, nice to meet you. I'm Azami Fukurai, from the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. And this is Jasmine, I mean Miss Toma, I mean my colleague, Tomagiri. I hope we can help. To start this off, your request involves the recovery of a stolen item? Yes, about that, Miss Kiyomoto. I'll handle this. You can get back to work. Understood, sir. In memory of a goldfish, this one. Doesn't Kiyomoto-san know what's going on? No, she's unaware. Could you describe what was stolen? I can't mention specifics. Yet I'm sure an intruder was here, and I am the only one who realized the fact. What do you mean? Might want to call the police if you had an actual intruder. Our business involves clients entrusting their data to us, so we prefer to keep things under wraps. I was hoping you might assess the situation objectively. What happened 2 days ago was strange enough to warrant that. I heard your team specializes in this kind of investigation. Strange happenings. Sounds like something we can handle. I'm having the security camera footage analyzed, but that will still take a while. Hearing my account and my secretary's should tell you how strange all of this is. If you could kindly get started as soon as possible. I see. We'll try to do an objective assessment of what happened the day before yesterday. Sammy? Yes, Jasmine? I watch your back with this one. Don't tell us details, hasn't called the cops. Both yellow flags as far as cases go. Kurosawa-san is acting a bit strangely. I'll be careful. Here goes. Alright. Hang on a second, I gotta stretch. Ugh. I gotta get used to being on my feet so much. Hold up. Oh my goodness, God gracious. Working a desk job, I've been sitting down so much for so long, I've forgotten what being on my feet all day feels like. Alright, anyway. Let's do it. What do we got here? Observe. There's some kind of mechanism on the door. Is this the lock? It said something was stolen. But this room looks hard to break into. Maybe I should ask Kiyomoto-san, the secretary.
Maybe you should.
First, security camera. That one.
Observe.
Security camera. Like the one Kurosawa-san mentioned? But the intruder made it in regardless.
I mean, a security camera does not keep someone out. It's not a warding device. It just shows you who was here. Observe.
The CEO's desk. This chair must cost a fortune.
Item's on the desk.
Need to be careful with the CEO's desk. What's this? An Illuminati card? Wait, no. Is this case part of the prophecy too?
Hey, that card is of high value. Please leave it where it is.
But Kurosawa-san, isn't this...
Is it involved in some way in your ongoing investigation?
Well, not quite.
Then please return it where it was and continue investigating.
I will. Sorry.
Jerk. I don't see anything here. Glasses mode, activate. Alright. Skull dude, observe.
This shadow Kurosawa-san? But it's weird. I feel like this shadow is looking at me. Or am I overthinking this?
You're definitely overthinking this. Observe.
This shadow. Is it Kurosawa-san? Or maybe it's the intruder. How do I tell them apart? Looks like they're touching the desk drawers. Wait, is it me? Or is this shadow looking this way? Or not?
Look closer.
This shadow's rummaging through the drawers. Taking something out? It's holding something. Can't make out what it is. Maybe we should examine the desk itself.
Alright, one more thing. There we go. Alright, anything over here? Nope, nothing over here. I'm forced to converse with my fellow man. Alright, let's talk to the secretary.
Excuse me, may I ask you a few questions? Kiyomoto-san, the secretary, what?
Yes, I work as the CEO's secretary. He has instructed me to answer you truthfully, as I actually saw things happen. Please ask me anything related to your investigation. What happened 2 days ago?
Could you tell us about 2 days ago?
Well, I woke up and I didn't really feel like cooking breakfast, so I decided to just make some instant noodles. And I just sat there eating my instant noodles, and I realized I never actually cook anything. At some point I started crying.
Did something happen?
You mentioned 2 days ago, but nothing happened in particular. The CEO asked me to, but I have no idea what this is about.
I see. Could you kindly tell me what you saw?
Very well. Now, 2 days ago. That day, our CEO had a meeting at a client, so I saw him off. And he returned a while later.
I see. And then?
I greeted him when he came back, and everything afterwards was as normal as could be. So I haven't noticed anything.
I see. Thank you.
About the door lock.
You need a key to enter this room?
Yes, a security card.
Do all members of your staff have a security card?
Yes, all employees have one. That being said, as we handle critical data for other companies, even I am prohibited from entering the CEO's room while he's absent. Interesting. Yes, there's that. Alright, let's talk to you. Reintroducing myself, Yuya Kurosawa, CEO of UTech Priority Co. Please ask my secretary for anything she knows about what happened 2 days ago.
Understood.
What happened 2 days ago?
Kurosawa-san, can I ask you what happened 2 days ago?
What I can tell you right now is that something precious was stolen. But I'll disclose once you've talked to my secretary.
Oh. Kiyomoto-san didn't seem to know anything? Wonder if there are any traces nearby that might provide a lead.
Probably. Let's go back to the desk. Look closely.
Xiao was taking something out of the desk drawer. From the top drawer, I think. Is anything taken from this drawer? I should check with Kurosawa-san.
Check the contents of the drawer. Okay, push it down there. Got the top drawer.
Was anything stolen from the top drawer of your desk?
Top drawer? Why the desk drawer specifically? I haven't told you anything yet.
Oh, of course. I mean, this is hard to explain, but I have this ability called clairvoyance, which is why I'm here as an investigator. Not that you believe me or anything. Sorry.
Interesting.
Yes? You believe me?
Yes. I find it very intriguing. I feel you might be very useful for the case at hand.
Useful?
I'll check what might have been taken from my desk. Kindly recheck with my secretary too.
Kiyomoto-san? Okay, I guess.
Check with the secretary. Sure, why not?
Alright, did the CEO take anything? 2 days ago, did Kurosawa-san take anything out of the CEO office? Now that you mention it, I think he was carrying a red card-like object when he left. A red card-like object, like an Illuminati card? Not a security card? Those are very different. I wouldn't mistake one for the other. I'm not aware of what it was, but I do recall the CEO being very careful in handling it. Thank you. Noted. I'll check with Kurosawa-san as well. Something is missing, and there really was an intruder here.
Anything strange about the CEO?
This might be an awkward question. Was there anything strange about your CEO 2 days ago? Anything strange? I don't think so. Did you speak with the CEO about anything? No, nothing in particular. I agreed with the CEO, but he just gave me a light nod. As he normally does. I see. Also, this might sound strange, but there was one thing I found puzzling. I mentioned he was carrying something when he left. To be precise, one moment he was taking out that red object, the next moment he was gone. Gone? Did he just leave while you were looking away? He opened the door of the CEO office and disappeared the very next moment. Oh, I see. She seems like a serious person, so I don't think she'd make it up.
You didn't think to bring this up the first time I asked you if you noticed anything? Here, 1 second here. Back just like that. Right. I just had to adjust. Anyway. Alright, let's talk to you again. A card-like object.
Kurosawa-san, I heard that 2 days ago you took out something from the top drawer of your desk. Do you remember what it was?
Thing is, 2 days ago, I didn't come back here after the client visit.
Huh?
So it's impossible for me to have taken something away.
But if so, why would Kiyomoto-san...
What was your impression of her? Do you think she was telling the truth? This is the strange incident I mentioned.
Is Kurosawa-san suspecting Kiyomoto-san?
She said you suddenly disappeared.
Kiyomoto-san mentioned that you suddenly disappeared.
Disappeared? What do you mean?
She said you disappeared after taking the object from the desk. As she's bringing up this voluntarily, I don't think she was merely looking away.
I see. To be honest, I don't think her account is trustworthy. Could you please double check with my secretary, just to make sure?
Okay. I'll check with Kiyomoto-san one more time. If something was stolen, the police should give you their attention. Will you be contacting the police?
The thing that was stolen the other day, it's actually something top secret.
Huh? Top secret?
It's an important matter that affects our very reputation. I need to ask you to be discreet from here on with your investigation.
I see.
Alright. Oh, young tech millionaire.
I need notes on the people I met. Kurosawa-san is the CEO of a tech company. He said something was stolen. What was it?
A red card-like object. I don't know what it was.
That's it! The stolen item was a red card-like object of some kind. Isn't he going to tell us what it was? He hasn't called the police either, which is rather suspicious.
Confidential. Alright, let's talk to you again. About the strange happening.
Question. 2 days ago, you were in this room with Kurosawa-san, correct?
Well, yes, for maybe an hour or so.
Was there anything about his clothes, hair, or even face that struck you as unusual?
No, it was the CEO that I know.
And so he took a red card-like object from the drawer and left with it? Yes, that's right. Is there something wrong? Kurosawa-san says he hasn't taken away the red object. Was that the important item our CEO mentioned? Seems that way. But still, he did take it out of the desk while I was watching.
Alright, new secretary.
I need notes on the people I met. Kiyomoto-san is the CEO's secretary. Kurosawa-san had trouble remembering her name. When was it that she joined the company?
Recently. Yeah, there you go, recently.
Yes, recently. That must be why he couldn't remember her name.
Bad with names too, I feel you.
Maybe there's a lot of people coming and going here? Just a guess, though.
Alright, why are the stories different?
I need to think things over a bit. I talked to Kiyomoto-san, the secretary, as Kurosawa-san asked me to. For her, 2 days ago was just a regular day. Yeah, actually, something was missing, even though Kurosawa-san hadn't come back to his office.
Strange circumstances, indeed.
Did she misjudge what she saw? Did the CEO simply forget what he did?
If something is missing, there must have been an intruder in some way.
I wonder why their stories are so different.
Maybe the intruder was disguised so that they would look like Kurosawa-san.
Maybe the intruder was disguised so they would look like Kurosawa-san? Kiyomoto-san's story about the item missing was accurate. So whomever it was seemed to be Kurosawa-san must have actually been here. But if so, do they look so alike that you could mistake them? We'd learn more about the intruder.
Yeah, also, how'd they get a key card? Because you're not able to enter this office while the CEO is away, so... Alright, back to you. I don't like talking to you, but I gotta. Okay, or maybe not. Alright, let's talk to the secretary again. No, nothing? Alright. No, enough on the door. Security camera. About the security camera.
Kurosawa-san mentioned he's having the security footage analyzed. Maybe they've heard back? I should check with the secretary, Kiyomoto-san. About the security camera. About the security camera you have here. Is the footage available for checking? Our general affairs team, who handles the cameras, sent us images just a while ago. There they are. Thank you very much. Who does this look like to you? It's our CEO, for sure. Looks like it. I'll check with Kurosawa-san himself. That one looks fairly mean, though. The guy's gotta have a look-alike. Like, there was that one social media post that mentioned they gave him a mean look when they tried to talk to him. I bet it's that guy. You got a twin brother, or... Ask your mother-san for this image from your security camera there. Random yawn, excuse me. This is you, isn't it, Kurosawa-san? Wow, he does look like me. I wouldn't blame anyone for mistaking him for myself. Could it be that you've simply forgotten about coming back here 2 days ago? That isn't possible. My client counterpart can attest to that. And there is something actually missing from this room. But this is clearly you yourself? I'm as surprised as you are. Good going. Jasmine, I think I've picked up what I can here. How's that CEO then? Something does feel off. He won't tell us what was stolen. And he showed interest in my clairvoyance. What's he up to? Definitely seems like he's hiding something. Yeah. Ah, director-san. It's from the director!
How is it going? It seems you're done with your initial investigation.
We got ourselves a doppelganger! Yes, but it's kind of complicated.
A lot of uncertainties, aren't there?
Huh? Oh, yes, exactly. Kurosawa-san himself is one thing. The clairvoyant shadows in the office felt different somehow.
I see.
Also, I saw an Illuminate card. Kurosawa-san had one.
We can worry about that later. Looking forward to your full report. Let us begin then.
Epic book opening! Urban myth identification, begin!
Locating a stolen item and recovering it, if possible. The request for this case is rather unusual, considering our usual fare. And yet, it seems this case was made for us.
First, I thought it was just a burglary. But with the Illuminate car showing up, something strange must be going on.
We cannot leave this case unexplained. Let us begin the identification. Now, let us start by laying out what has been happening. Mr. Kurosawa experienced something strange. He asked you to speak with Miss Kiyomoto, his secretary, to make sense of what was going on.
That's right. So he asked Kiyomoto-san about what happened 2 days ago.
So, Miss Sazami.
Yes.
What were the strange circumstances that Miss Kiyomoto described?
Dude just disappeared. He appeared when he wasn't supposed to. Kurosawa-san appeared, though he wasn't supposed to be there. Kiyomoto-san was in the same room for a while, but didn't notice anything unusual. So if he wasn't supposed to be there, how's the secretary in the room?
So, the intruder entered the CEO office as if they were the CEO himself, behaving very naturally. The intruder's presence was natural enough that anyone might suspect the CEO of misremembering his own actions. Raise the pillar to my investigative glory! Moving on. The Mr. Kurosawa imposter came to the CEO's office as if they were the CEO himself. The secretary, Miss Kiyomoto, was the only one who saw him. Her account of that day included an important characteristic of this intruding entity. So, Miss Azami, what kind of interaction was there between Miss Kiyomoto and Mr. Kurosawa's imposter? Between the time the imposter arrived at the CEO's office and until he left. Awkward, spoke like they usually do. Simple nonverbal greetings, right? I believe she mentioned the CEO gave her a light nod, but they didn't speak. That's what they usually do, so she didn't find it strange. Excellent. Precisely. Miss Kiyomoto did not converse with Mr. Kurosawa's imposter. If they had any form of conversation, this would have turned out differently. More pillars, more glory! My final question. He just disappeared. He literally just disappeared. Was Miss Kiyomoto unaware that Kurosawa-san had appeared? No. She was aware and even greeted him. Indeed. Furthermore, they were in the same room for an hour or so. But Miss Kiyomoto never doubted the imposter. And yet, a client can prove that Kurosawa-san wasn't actually there. So, Miss Azami. Yes. What kind of entity is this imposter then, who showed up at the CEO's office? An entity that almost looked identical to Kurosawa-san. Doppelganger! Doppelganger! A tangible entity with an appearance practically identical to Kurosawa-san. Maybe a clone or some kind of copy? Brilliant! The security camera footage confirms that the imposter's appearance is almost identical. And yet, Mr. Kurosawa-san himself can prove that he was somewhere else at the time. It's as if there was another Mr. Kurosawa in existence. Raise my temple! They did not converse, and yet, the security camera footage shows the person existing in two places at once. There is one urban myth that matches these parameters. Doppelganger! 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 Doppelganger, let's go! Yeah! Hell yeah! I got one, ladies and gentlemen. A doppelganger? A duplicate of yourself that exists in this same world, with no indication of since when or why they exist. Only the person themselves would be able to identify the imposter. The terrifying aspect of this anomaly is that if you ever meet your doppelganger, you will die. You'll die? We should warn Kurosawa-san to be very careful. Until he recovers what was taken. I didn't know if a doppelganger was such a scary urban myth. That reminds me. The same Mr. Kurosawa sent us an additional request. I will handle it personally. You may not be able to reach me for a while. But no need to worry. I leave the on-site investigation in your capable hands.
But, Director! What happened? The Director won't be in contact for a while. Will we be okay on our own? That much to worry about? About the phone calls, they'll still be just the usual. You're right. Maybe we'll be okay? We'll be fine.
Phew. Home at last. Sir? What is it? Oh, I thought you had come home just a few minutes ago. No, I just got home, obviously. What?
Oh, God! Oh, I don't like that one bit. Ah! Guess it has something to do with the noise filter I got. Hold on. I'm gonna turn that off for a minute. There we go. Noise filter on my on my V8 tube. I think it's interfering whenever I do a long thing. Today's menu, we go check on Kurosawa-san's place. And it seemed he ran into his doppelganger. When he called, he was so worked up. Yeah, I can't imagine why. The real question is, why is he still alive? When I saw it, it was in my room. He ran away. And so on. I wonder if he's okay. Would you be? Well, he did call us himself. Seems safe for now. Though we should wait on mentioning that supposed death if you meet your doppelganger thing. He's at least well enough to have called us, or was it the doppelganger? Ooh! Sorry. How about the boss man? Business done yet? I don't know. I haven't heard anything yet. Maybe your first solo dissolution is coming up? No way. I'm not good enough for that. Well, we'll figure it out. I'll look into the doppelganger rumors. Is there anything else that you'd like me to look up? My little investigator Sammy is growing up so fast. Oh, you think so? Can you add Zimmers to your research list? There have been a lot of incidents related to them lately. But are there really any connections between Kurosawa-san and Zimmers? Have you heard? Zimmers hate Kurosawa with a passion. Not really a big deal if it's just people's opinions, but Kurosawa-san haters are getting bolder. Understood. I'll look for rumors on the doppelganger myth and Kurosawa-san haters. UTech's dark secret. Someone that young taking a company public in just 3 years? According to our sources, he abused his privilege to get there. Oh no, I was born to a rich family and therefore had access to rich money and was able to become rich myself. What a shock. The dark secret? It's really impossible for a company to go public in 3 years? No, it's not impossible. Just really, really rare. He got where he is due to his family, but he's out there lecturing us about hard work? What an ignorant guy. All these haters, do you think they're Zimmers? That's the thing with Zimmers, you really don't know. They seem like a group, but also go solo. Wish there was some way to tell. But if your family has a lot of money, can't you just use it however you want? Absolutely. Guess you'd think so, if you have that kind of opportunity. People like that also tend to go for attention. Alright, calling it hard work distorts the world's sense of values. Return this distorted world back to its original state. Great reset! Hey, I think I found a Zimmer. Distorted values. Are they distorted? Are values even fixed to begin with? It's VR again. What does it even mean? Great reset. Come on! Being the CEO of a huge company at his age is unreal. Talk about New Life Plus. Maybe he's an invader from outer space. It's quite elite. True. How many times would I have to be reborn to get to live at the top of such a fancy building? A lot. If you actually tried, you might get there pretty quick. Are you saying the Kurosawa we see might be a doppelganger? A little too high profile for antics like that, isn't he? The Kurosawa-san we're going to now is the real one, right? Sure hope so. I mean, we won't be able to tell. There are urban myths about me and your doppelganger, too. Are there really? Experiences like that probably hit closer home than your average urban myth. This one stands out for me. Glasses mode, activate! Ah! The glasses are reacting to me and your doppelganger. Knew that would grab attention. Give it a search. Meeting your doppelganger. Results found. Let's go. Speaking of meeting your doppelganger, my friend accused me of walking around with a girl hanging off my arm yesterday. It was maybe my doppelganger got a girlfriend before I did. Ooh, lol. Doppelganger can get a girlfriend? I mean, they have to reproduce somehow. Anything you can do, your doppelganger can do. Aren't there lots of celebrity doppelganger incidents? I bet they're just blaming me on a doppelganger when they get caught, lol. Is that so? Yeah, makes sense. They blame it on a doppelganger. Tomo Kisaragi said that the doppelganger hallucination theory is when you're seeing a hallucination of yourself. While theoretically it could all be in your head, you could be seeing your older self or a living spirit. Hallucination of your future self? What kind of urban myth is that? Wait, this is Tsutomu Kisaragi! Right, he did write books on urban myths. Fans would have their eyes on the topic. Glasses mode, activate! Oh, a reaction to doppelganger hallucination theory. You could probably get more information on doppelgangers from here. Give it a search. I've seen a friend's doppelganger before. Oh, yawning on so much all of a sudden. I've seen a friend's doppelganger before. We talked and they were totally alike, but when I talked to my friend later on, I heard they were overseas at the time, so we couldn't have met. Meaning someone in a place where they couldn't have met. That sure sounds like a doppelganger. That's real. True. In urban myths, it's said that the doppelgangers can talk to other people, or they can only appear in places related to the original person. The director mentioned that trait. Doppelgangers can't talk to others. As someone who's antisocial or not talkative, it'd be hard to tell them apart. Yeah, my doppelganger could get away with a lot. I saw my younger self at my family's house in the countryside. Is that also a kind of doppelganger? What? Is that a doppelganger too? It really was their younger self. Aren't there a bunch of stories about how getting home to find your doppelganger already there? It's terrifying. That's really terrifying. Getting home to find yourself there? Guess that's a classic kind of doppelganger. A lot of historical figures have met their doppelganger before. President Lincoln, Ryunosuke Akutagawa, and so on. President Lincoln? With the beard? The one with the beard on his face, right? Not the beard! You know him from the beard? I mean, that beard is pretty legendary, Jasmine. Let's be real here. A lot of people met their doppelgangers, but aren't they all dead? You die if you do, right? Do you really die when you meet one? I heard you get cursed with bad luck. Getting cursed with bad luck, dying if you meet them twice. Which theory is most likely? Let's see here. Meeting your doppelganger. Oh, no, I already did that. My bad. Doppelganger hallucination theory. Results found. According to the doppelganger hallucination theory, it's not meeting your doppelganger that causes death. You see a hallucination of yourself because you're close to death. That's interesting. So it's the opposite? You see your doppelganger when you're already about to die? So the doppelganger is a Shinigami? Can't really call those the same thing. I hear even seeing someone else's doppelganger can cost your life. No way! You could die from seeing someone else's doppelganger? Take a breath. Go on and find out more about this rumor. Glasses mode, activate.
glasses are reacting to the words cost your life.
So many intense words coming up.
I thought it was the shock of seeing your doppelganger that killed you, lol. But dying from seeing someone else's doppelganger. That's by shock? I guess it would shock you to death. But would it really shock you to that extent? Yeah, I guess that depends on the individual. I heard doppelganger is a spirit or soul that escaped from their body, and if you see one, it means the host body is without its soul and will eventually die. Or something like that. Soul, doppelganger, host body, what? That's a tough one. You can't make fun of the concept since there were a few people brain tumors who died after saying they saw their doppelganger. What? This sounds like a scientific cause? I don't think it's true. Well, I mean, brain tumors, freaky things happen. Brain tumor showing you hallucination of yourself. The idea gives me shivers. Ha. Ha. Definitely a possibility. There's also the possibility that doppelgangers kill their original selves to replace them. But in that case, from the outside, it just seems like the original person's personality changed. Alternates! Killing the original to take their place? That's way too scary. Now we're into the horror movie stuff. So, isn't a straw man kind of like a doppelganger? If a real person is in the way, they get rid of them and put a straw man in their place. A certain prime minister was a straw man. Source, Master Kisaragi, of course. It's a straw man? A straw man prime minister? Really? Here come the conspiracy theories. They say Kisaragi said it. Must be a fan. Our prophet, Tsutomu Kisaragi, is not just a visionary, he holds the power to see the future. Society is on the brink of revolutionary. Great reset! A Tsutomu Kisaragi fan using GR. Maybe it stands for Great Reset? There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, we got there. We figured it out. We put the pieces together. Oh, I see. So that's why he keeps showing up everywhere. He seems to be really popular lately. Mode activate. As a reaction to Prophet Tsutomu Kisaragi. Tsutomu is just a researcher. Why are they calling him a prophet? Would you mind looking into these rumors? Understood. According to the doppelganger time warp theory, meeting your doppelganger results in a time paradox that causes death. Oh joy. But the time warp? The two of the same person are in the same place on the same timeline, causing a paradox? Do they think reality is some sci-fi movie? Sure wish it was sometimes. In the world simulator hypothesis, a doppelganger is a bug in the system. If you run into one, then a bug occurs and you die. Get it? What is this world simulator hypothesis? Your guess is as good as mine. I'm guessing it's we're stuck in the Matrix. How interesting that every doppelganger death theory has its own reasoning behind it. Each one seems realistic in its own way. Scary. They do seem strangely realistic in their own way. Yeah, it's kind of creepy. Hey, we found another clue. There we go. Alright, let's search these two. No results found. How about just Prophet Tsutomu Kisaragi? Results found. The Great Reset our Prophet Tsutomu Kisaragi hoped for is almost here. They seem to be really excited here. Sounds like a real party for them. Great reset, 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 great reset. Great reset, great reset, great reset, great reset, great reset, great reset. What is it? Don't keep reading if the posts are creeping you out too much. As someone who's read Occult Great Reset, I thought Tsutomu Kisaragi was simply saying that occult otakus will have their chance to shine one day. Really? Have you read it, Jasmine? Well, yeah, I have. You should read it again. You
You can't just stand there and wait for change to happen. You have to take the first step toward change yourself. That's how we can change society, and then the world. Great reset! I can't say much about reading it myself, but seeing how many different impressions of the book there are makes me nervous about reading it. Tomo Kisaragi may be abnormally persuasive. Isn't he dead? Idiots always toss words around like toys. I've been working hard for the Great Reset too, but it's a shame that I'm treated the same as this fool. The Great Reset is something you work for? And I thought all he did was read books and rant online. This could be more dangerous than it seems. You seem too intensely invested in this. That book is just about updating your values. What else are you seeing in it? Updating your values? That's closest to how I read it too. Simply put, that's what it was about. Exactly, updating your values. To do that, first, you must destroy your current values. It's that destruction that Tsutomu Kisaragi sought to carry out. Is there a statement inside that asks you to come up with your own answer or something? I think it was just a bunch of Tsutomu Kisaragi's own thoughts. Maybe depending on the reader, it resonates differently. I thought his book was about his experience, about how he was bashed by people who had prejudiced view of occult otakus based on only half-truths. Hold on, why is he talking about otakus? I feel like Fujiwara-san said something about that on the occult tour too. Because along with teaching at Yuning, Tsutomu Kisaragi was an occult researcher. So people thought of him as an otaku. Half-truths? Then they were true, lol. Now they're just trying to start a fight. The worse the info, the more attention it gains. It leads to reactions, which leads to a sense of superiority. And people have a terrible habit of just focusing on that. Oh god, amen. This is the short-sighted society needs to be destroyed. Great reset. People are saying great reset. Looks like they're trying to accomplish something, like a great reset for Tsutomu Kisaragi, right? Looks to me like they're speaking on the name of Tsutomu Kisaragi, who couldn't accomplish his goal by himself. Found the clue. Alright. Dunsky. I think that's what we can get for now. Went down the Tsutomu rabbit hole at the end there. Looking into his Zimmer's lead leads to his name showing up a lot, and great reset. I was looking into the doppelganger myth. You get the basic idea? Yes, picked up a lot of weird info about them. And got stretch. All the stretching. There we go, that's better. Everyone always make sure to stretch. Oh, almost at Kurosawa's place. Hope he's doing okay. Well, the doppelganger first showed up at the CEO's office, but the secretary was fine. And there were many other theories about the doppelganger myth itself. So, not too sure if meeting one actually kills you. You're right, yeah. Phew. I'm calming down a bit. I'll do my best with today's investigation. You got this. Sawa's home. What's up, boy? Hello, Urban Myth Dissolution Center here.
Thanks for coming.
Are you alright, Kurosawa-san? We heard that you're...
Yes, the doppelganger showed up, and I saw it myself. His eyes were inhuman, but looked just like me otherwise.
Did it attack you or do anything?
Nothing like that, but it happened very quickly. Before I knew it, the thing had left the house.
Have you called the police?
Well, it's a pretty ridiculous story, so making a fuss would damage my company's reputation. Anyway, kindly check what it was doing at my place. We have a housekeeper, and she saw it too. So please talk with her. And also...
Hey, Yuya, we aren't done talking yet. Huh? Who are these chicks? You're bringing over girls in broad daylight?
They're here for business. This is work, so give us a moment.
Are you okay?
She received some messages, supposedly from me, that I have no memory of. The messages asked her various things about my room. I'd appreciate it if you could look into that. Anyway, I'll let you investigate. Understood. Hey, Aubrey, welcome back to the stream. Alright, let's check out. You got some trophies. Observe. Oh, dude, he's got like the gold play button. Oh yeah, he was a streamer. They mentioned that. A series of trophies and awards on display. So many of them. Kurosawa-san must be really talented. Look closer. Prefectural Junior High Kendo Tournament, 10th place. Ha, loser. High School Speech Contest, Judges Award, Silver Medal. Business Idea Contest, College Category, 2nd place. So Kurosawa-san was a high achiever in his school days. Not high enough. Japan Corporate Excellence Award, Information Technology, UTech Priority. Silver Award, 100k subscribers, 5 Society. Gold Award, 1 million subscribers, 5 Society. Incredible. Yep, streamer. Pictures. Observe. Photo of Kurosawa-san. Might be from a while ago. He looks a bit different now. Can't imagine why. Look closer. There's some writing on the trophy he's holding. National College Debate Contest. 1st place. Inugami University Debate Club. Wow! Winning this is amazing, but also... Inugami? That's my uni! So Kurosawa-san went there too! Yeah, hey, finally got 1st place in something. Good for you, buddy. Alright, I don't want to talk to you yet. What we got here? Observe! Mundane, everyday trash can. Pretty packed. Old documents, maybe? Look closer. What's this? A photo, crumpled and rolled up. Is this the same photo as the one on display? No, it's longer sideways. Oh wait, this person on the right. Tsutomu Kisaragi? Why would Kurosawa-san be in a photo with Dr. Kisaragi? That's Kurosawa-san. Surprise, teacher. Dude, nice triple monitor setup. Observe. This computer is huge. Lots of glowing lights. Is this one of those gaming rigs? Not the gaming rigs, he's a gamer! No! Observe. Takes a tech CEO to have such a huge safe at home. The doppelganger was after something. This might be it. Alright, I'll talk to you later. Let's talk to the new people first. Hello, housekeeper. Excuse me, we're from the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. Can I talk to you for a minute? Urban Myth Dissolution Center? Feeling kind of nervous? Ah, yes. Mr. Kurosawa mentioned you. If I can be of any help. My name is Honda. I work as a housekeeper here. About yesterday. May I ask what happened yesterday? Someone who looked just like Kurosawa-san came here. Someone just like him. She's deep in thought. It was around 8 o'clock last night. Mr. Kurosawa-san came home and immediately went to his room. He was preparing his dinner when I heard the entrance open again. I looked out, and Mr. Kurosawa was standing there. I think I told him I thought he'd already come home. What did Kurosawa-san do? He went to his room, and soon after I heard him yelling. Yelling? Like, ah! When someone's surprised. Mr. Kurosawa came out of his room immediately afterwards. And another Mr. Kurosawa followed him out shortly after. By that time, the first Mr. Kurosawa had disappeared into thin air. I couldn't believe my eyes. I see. How was the room? Did you look inside Kurosawa-san's room? I am only in charge of cleaning for all the other rooms. I was told that Mr. Kurosawa's room has various things he can't show to anyone else. When I first came here as a housekeeper, I was told that entering Mr. Kurosawa's room is strictly forbidden. I see. When do you work here? Honda-san, when did you start working here as a housekeeper? You seem accustomed to this job. When did I start? She's really intense. Is it just me? I've been a housekeeper for a long while, but I started working here recently. Oh, really? I'm old, but I still need to work to pay my bills, you see.
Might be due for a little race if you catch my drift. Or would Mr. Kurosawa fire me if he heard this? She doesn't seem to be kidding at all. Did you talk with the doppelganger? Just checking. Did you speak in any way with the first Kurosawa-san that came home? In any way? As in, did you talk at all? Just reacted as usual, I believe. I greeted him with a welcome home, Mr. Kurosawa, and he gave me a small nod and headed to his room. So he didn't have a conversation. Understood, thank you. So the first Kurosawa-san was probably the doppelganger. The one that yelled wasn't the doppelganger. You have an idea of the doppelganger's actions, but what is its goal? Alright, let's talk to the lady. Excuse me, just a moment of your time, please? What the heck are you, anyway? I might be able to help in some way. Did you talk with... damn it. Did you talk with the doppelganger? I'd like to ask you something else about the doppelganger. Huh? What? Have you ever talked to him over the phone, directly? No. Just those DMs. I see. Just his messages. Maybe it's true that the doppelgangers don't talk. Doppelgangers don't talk. I'm here from the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. I'm from the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. What the heck is that, eh? There's been something strange happening around Kurosawa-san recently. I've seen someone who looked just like him is up to no good. If it's serious talk, that's pretty laughable. It's true. There was evidence of that intruder in the CEO office, too. And I saw it, too. Or its shadow. So we're pretty sure it's real. Sheesh, this is a reality show or something? Your name, please? Could we ask your name, please? Aika, Yuya's girlfriend. And what's he doing inviting girls to his place anyway? Oh, drama. He did this before, too. We had a huge fight. I haven't forgiven him yet. I'm just here for work. Nothing to worry about. Nothing! Nothing to worry about. You're weird. What was your name again? Sami Fukurai. Okay then, Zamzam. What you need? Zamzam? Akatsan, strange things have been happening around Kurosawa-san lately. Why'd you call him the Zamzam? That's just like when Jasmine started calling him Sammy, I didn't really question it. It's like, alright, whatever, just quirky nickname. But I'm assuming this is like something in the native language that I'm missing. Aika-san, strange things have been happening around Kurosawa-san recently. We're worried about Kurosawa-san's safety. And maybe you could be in danger too. Oh, wait, that's not so funny. Wait, are you serious? Very serious. It's a doppelganger! Kurosawa-san might have told you. The messages you received were probably from his doppelganger. Huh? So those nonsense texts he sent me the other day weren't from Yuya on booze, but from someone else? We believe so, yes. Details of what happened, yeah. What were these nonsense texts? Can you tell us in detail about what you experienced? Well, a few days ago, Yuya DMs me. First, I thought, who the heck is this? He usually calls, but hey. See, it's from Kurosawa-san's actual account. Hey, Aika, remember when you came to my place? Is this it? Looks like he was asking you something? It was super creepy. Got my nerves after a while, so I deleted most of it. Ah, that explains it. How unhelpful. What was he asking you about? Like something about that hard drive in Yuya's room. A hard drive? That's about it too. Said something about a black box-like drive or whatever. I said, how should I know about that? It's your room, don't ask me. Yeah, true. Right? So I figured something was up and came to check. Those DMs were from an imposter. I don't get what's going on. I'll reach out to Kurosawa-san about this. Messages. Okay. Stun a girlfriend. Well, if you say so. I need notes on the people I meet. So what, was the housekeeper not worth note? Akasan is Kurosawa-san's girlfriend. I was at his place when he arrived. Why was it she suddenly came to Kurosawa-san's place? Because of messages from the imposter. Yes, she received fake messages from Kurosawa-san's hacked account, so she came over to check. I'm surprised that someone could hack Kurosawa-san's account. Can't be easy. What kind of super hacker could pull that off? Yeah, especially tech CEO. See, did I miss something with you? We haven't taken notes on you. It doesn't look like it, at least not yet. Oh well, blast mode, activate! Oh, yeah, this is kind of disconcerting. Observe! I see two shadows. Could they be Kurosawa-san, the doppelganger? I'm seeing their shadows overlapping from when they came home last night. Look closer. They really look alike when compared like this. I can somehow tell which one's the doppelganger. I wonder why. Again, the doppelganger's shadow really does seem like it's watching me. It's supposed to be just a trace. How is it doing this? Reminds me, I had to check with the housekeeper about what the doppelganger did. You're just projecting. It's not actually looking at you. Observe. The shadow's the doppelganger. It looks different somehow. It's near the computer, but what is it doing? Look closer. I can't make out exactly what he's doing with his hands, but it looks like he's taking something out or away from the computer. I should figure out what could have been around the computer. Last one. Observe. This shadow, it's different from the usual ones. This must be the doppelganger. Is he trying to do something with the safe? Look closer. The shadow seems to be looking at me and laughing. It was scary. I should check for traces of the safe being tampered with. Sure. Alright, let's see here. Examine. Doppelganger was staring at the safe. Was anything stolen from it? Let's check with the housekeeper, Honda-san, whether Doppelganger had anything in its hands. Should also ask Kurosawa-san to check the contents of his safe. About the safe. Second. Right. Examine. I think the doppelganger was fiddling around with this. There's USB cable dangling here, but nothing connected to it. Ominous. Give me a trash can? Nope. Okay, let's go back to the housekeeper. Did you notice anything unusual or peculiar about the Kurosawa-san who came home first? Peculiar? Yes. I can't imagine that the first Kurosawa I saw might be someone else. As far as I could tell, it most certainly was the Mr. Kurosawa I know. You see, thank you. About the doppelganger. When the first Kurosawa-san came out, was he holding anything? Holding anything? Like a wad of bills or expensive-looking jewelry? No, I don't remember him carrying anything of the sort. You mean Mr. Kurosawa's room had such things in it? Well, I wouldn't know. And again, wouldn't have a huge safe if he didn't. Huh? There's something wrong. Well, she's never been in the room. Why does she know about the safe? Ah, that's a good point. I didn't catch that. I need notes on the people I met. Honda-san works as a housekeeper at Kurosawa-san's place. When did she say she started working here? She also recent? I wasn't entirely paying attention. Crap. Hold on. Let's go back. We have to go back. Let's see here. Not sure. A few years ago, maybe? A few years ago. Or was it? She does seem like a veteran housekeeper. No, but it was recently. Okay. Yes, she started working here recently, too. I wonder if Kurosawa-san tends to overwork his staff. He is the CEO. Won't put it past him. Alright, let's go talk to the dude.
I didn't think the doppelganger would try to contact Aika. I've briefed my housekeeper, so kindly talk to both of them. Understood.
About yesterday.
Excuse me? May I ask you about what happened yesterday? Yeah, sure. When I got home last night, the housekeeper looked at me funny and said she thought I'd already come home. I had no idea what she meant. When we came to this room, the doppelganger was there? Exactly. Looked just like me, except the eyes. They were just sockets without eyeballs in them. Just stood there in shock, and he took off. I see.
Anything unusual since then?
Have you noticed anything unusual since you saw the doppelganger?
Like a massive headache or something?
You're thinking I might die because I met my doppelganger. Oh, you know about that? Nothing seems wrong with my health. That reminds me, you met my secretary yesterday, right? Kimoto-san, you mean? Yeah. Seems to have skipped work today without permission. I tried to call her, but she's not picking up. Huh? Our staff is looking for her. I'll let you know if I hear anything. Kimoto-san has met the doppelganger, so... Is this because of a doppelganger too?
Ominous. Secretary unresponsive. About the messages.
About the messages that Aika-san received.
Oh, yeah, those.
They weren't from you, right?
Of course not. My account got hacked. It happens. I've taken measures to fix the situation.
I see. So, does that mean the doppelganger was using your account?
I don't know who the culprit was, but this is embarrassing as a tech company CEO. About the safe.
Have you noticed whether anything was stolen? And did you check the contents of your safe?
I haven't checked thoroughly, so that is a possibility.
The safe is huge and stands out, so you might want to make sure.
Indeed. Actually, I'm a bit busy right now. Could you check the safe yourself?
What? Me?
Yes, please. I should have contracts, watches, and some gold in there. The combination is 5666, so please go ahead.
Oh, understood. Isn't that careless of him? Or does he have a reason?
Do you know Dr. Kisaragi?
Kurosawa-san, did you know Tsutomu Kisaragi?
Why all of a sudden?
Well, found a photo of you with Dr. Kisaragi in your trash can. Is that from when you were a student?
Well, yes. He was an advisor for a sports team I was in back in uni.
So that's why.
What does that have to do with this case? Why are you even searching through my garbage? I never asked you to do that.
Oh, right. I'm sorry.
I thought I'd thrown away all of those photos. Why was the photo in the garbage?
But why was the photo in the garbage?
Your guess is as good as mine. I noticed it lying around yesterday. To think that you dig that up.
It was lying around? Well, if it wasn't Kurosawa-san, the housekeeper, did the doppelganger leave it here? Why would they do that?
Let's check the safe. Check the contents.
Is it really okay to open this? Let's see. 5666. It's open! How will I know if everything is in there? Contracts, watches, actual gold bars? Guess nothing has been stolen?
We stole it from the safe. Alright. Doppelganger's goal.
I need to think things over a bit.
He was interested in the tech, not really the money.
Doppelganger who appeared at the CEO's office showed up at the Kurosawa-san's place as well. The Kurosawa-san's room. Maybe to lie in wait for Kurosawa-san himself?
Kurosawa-san did indeed encounter the doppelganger. Yet, it could have waited for him anywhere, including the entrance.
At least there could have been a reason it was in Kurosawa-san's room.
Doesn't seem to have touched any of the valuables.
Sent messages to Aika-san too.
Asked about hard drive.
Wonder what it was trying to do.
His goal sees to have been to get the hard drive that was in Kurosawa-san's room connected to the cable? No. The goal seems to... Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Yep. Okay. Alright. Alright, so yeah, to get the hard drive... Maybe I have these backwards. Connected to the cable in Kurosawa's room. Alright, whatever, game. The goal seems to have been to get the hard drive that was connected to the cable in Kurosawa's room? Yes, that must be it. I'm not sure when HDD is, girl. But judging from the messages that Aika-san received, that must be it. Maybe I should ask Aika-san about what exactly an HDD looks like. What was stolen? Alright, let's go ask her. About the messages. The messages you received were probably sent by the doppelganger. Kurosawa-san's account seems to have been hacked. Hacked? Yuya Kurosawa, CEO of a security company, getting hacked? Loser. That's what it seems like. Who exactly is that doppel or whatever? An ex of Yuya's? Ex? It's more like a copy of the person? I don't get it, but isn't this a dumped ex trying to get back at Yuya or something? Well, I don't know for sure. Is this not an occult case, but an angry ex case? The HDD. Aika-san, about the HDD. I wouldn't know, okay? Yes, but it would help to know what kind of shape it was. It was near the computer, connected with a cable around the size of a lunchbox. Oh, yeah. There's a black box with a sticker on it that said 5 or something. 5? Not sure about that, but might be it. Kurosawa-san might recognize that. We should check with him. By the way, do you know if any of Kurosawa-san's ex-girlfriends might know a lot about HDDs? How should I know? Of course. Sorry. You're very interested in his exes, so who else would know? Can I ask you something? Go ahead. About the external HDD. Kurosawa-san, do you know about an HDD with a sticker with number 5? Wait, he's really surprised? What about it? Seems like Doppelganger's goal is to get that HDD. What does HDD stand for, by the way? Kurosawa-san? About the HDD? HDDs are storage media. You can save a large amount of photos, music, or videos on them. I see. It might have had something stored on it that the doppelganger wanted, which is why it was stolen. Would the OMF Dissolution Center be able to recover it for me? Can't say for sure. I can't say for sure, at least not immediately. Worst case, destroying the HDD works too. I would appreciate it if you could prevent the contents from leaking out. I can't promise anything. Wants it destroyed, huh? Sensitive. Sorry, hang on 1 second. Sorry, I keep having to do this. Alright, there we go. Want to sit down for a bit, so lowered the desk. I love this thing. Anyway, so figured out why the doppelgangster came here. The doppelganger seems to have stolen the HDD from Kurosawa-san's computer. HDD? Just the HDD, without touching the gold bars or other valuables. Kurosawa-san even asked us to destroy it if we need to. Yeah, don't agree to it. Those requests lead to complaints later on. So it came for the HDD. Wonder what's inside. Also, Kiyomoto-san, the secretary. She skipped work without saying anything and isn't answering. Could meeting someone's doppelganger bring death to others as well? I mean, didn't they say that in the social media research? Kurosawa-san said his staff is looking for her, but hope nothing's happened to her. Kurosawa-san and Honda-san, the housekeeper, have both met the doppelganger in this house. Yeah, might not be safe. I'll go grab the van, so tell Kurosawa and the housekeeper to be on their guard. Understood. Oh great, now is Jasmine gonna meet the doppelganger? Get some rest, Sammy. We're on standby until Kurosawa updates us. Gotcha. Thank you, Jasmine. No, we're gonna meet the doppelganger. Oh, do I have control? Oh, I do have control. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Hello? Don't mess with me. I know Kung Fu. Oh, God. Nope. 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 Bat. Hooyah! Hooyah! Ha ha ha! Ha ha ha! Yeah, that's right. I can play this game too. Hooyah! That's right. What is this place? It's dark, but so loud. I don't want to see or hear. I'm scared. No, help me. Yeah, this is way too loud. We should go somewhere quieter. Miss Zami. Miss Azami. Oh, doppelganger. The director? Oh, that neck crack. Oh! No! No! Oh, that's awful. Alright, that was a whole thing. Dammy, you awake? Yeah! Dozing off again? Huh? What the? Oh, I was just zoned out for a bit there. Stop falling asleep while we're talking. Kurosawa sent in this stupid request, so we need to get planning. I'm sorry, I had this weird dream? Oh, it was a dream? Okay. Anyway, you were saying the doppelganger had actually shown up before the CEO office intrusion? Yep. It turned up a week ago in UTech HQ's server room. Which makes 3 sightings. Server room, CEO's office, CEO's home. Sure gets around for an anomaly. By the way, we haven't heard from the director yet. Hope everything's okay. It's looking like we may have to do the dissolution ourselves, eh? Oh, practice manifesting the eye-opener and unlocking it. No idea what you're talking about. UTech HQ's coming up. Time for investigator mode. Yep. Hello again. Kurosawa-san, you mentioned doppelganger was here a week ago? Yeah, it seems like it showed up in this server room. No reports of anything stolen or sabotaged so far. Can I ask what this room's for? This is our server room, where we store important data for our clients. It's usually off limits to external parties. My main concern is why the intruder targeted this server room. Since it's appeared in our buildings twice already, it may have hostile intentions towards our company. I hope you can find out why it came here. Understood. By the way, I asked you to look for the HDD stolen from my home. Can you give me a stats report on that first? Actually, our job is to investigate urban myths. Looking for stolen property is not quite what we... Well, it looks like our understanding of the request and your work aren't aligned. Hey, when did we agree to change our service plan? And you are... just a part-time helper. If you have an additional request for lost property searches, I'll check with management. We're not in the position to make those kind of decisions ourselves. Especially for this kind of pseudo-police work. Never know what might turn out illegal, really. I can write up a theft report for the police. Actually, we've had a lot going on with all these strange incidents. Please forget about the stolen item for now. We'll handle that ourselves. Just continue investigating the urban myth element, if that works for you. Oh, okay. Please check with the server engineer and security guard about what happened here. Okay, we will. Thank you, Jasmine. Why, Kurosawa-san's tone changed all of a sudden. Leave those situations to me. Anyway, he's showing his true colors. He almost forced that responsibility on us. Let's move on. First, we need to know what happened here. And next, why I came here specifically. I'll keep an eye out for what Kurosawa's up to while we investigate. Alright. Let's check the things. Boxes. Observe. It's like a shelf for storing connection cables and tools. Quite a lot of stuff here. Observe. Wow, these servers are almost a wall of their own. Wouldn't fit in my place. Wonder if folks working on their PCs need to have them at home? Yeah, no kidding. What else we got? This thingy. Observe. So about the servers, is this big one the server? Or are the various pieces sticking out of the server? Server has glass doors with no locks. Interesting. Alright, nothing else. Glasses mode, activate. Yep, there's a good old doppelganger. Observe. Looks just like Kurosawa-san. This one's the doppelganger. Must be doing something to the server. And over here. Observe. The shadow looks just like Kurosawa-san. But it's actually the doppelganger. I think. Yeah, positive. Look closer. Standing there all confident, like it's his own company. He's a security guard saw of his doppelganger too, right? And this one. Observe. Shadow which looks like Kurosawa-san. I'm starting to see the difference. This one must be the doppelganger. Look closer. Staring at this server? It's looking this way and laughing? Scary. Wonder what the server is. The doppelganger seemed fixed on it. Alright, man, you. The shadow's probably Kurosawa-san's. It looks different from the doppelganger. That's it, huh? Alright. Alright, let's talk to the security guard. Hey, animatronics around here, buddy? We're from the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. May I talk to you for a bit?
Yes, heard from the CEO. Inuo here, security for the server room. Please ask me anything, yes. About your work.
Inuo-san, can you tell me about your job?
Yes, I'm in charge of security for UTech's server room. We handle important data, such as personal information. Yep.
I see.
Happened a week ago.
A week ago, at midnight, we heard that someone came to this server room.
Oh, yes, the CEO's doppelganger? Yes? Yes.
Exactly. Could you tell me everything you saw at the time?
Well, I don't really understand this doppelganger thing. Someone who looks just like the CEO? Find it hard to believe like that. Yep.
I know it sounds ridiculous, but we're sure an entity is out there. Things have been stolen from the CEO's office and Kurosawa-san's home.
Yep. Oh god, it's infectious.
Please help us. We would appreciate your help, especially to prevent further incidents.
That makes sense. Yep, I see. It was just past midnight on that day, I think. The CEO just showed up. Like that. Yep.
Does Kurosawa-san usually come by at those hours?
No, it's rare that he even comes to the server room. Our server engineer, Nakata, was here too. Yep.
See. So what was Kurosawa-san doing here?
He entered the server room and seemed to be doing something inside. But I didn't see what exactly.
I see.
Anything unusual about the CEO?
Was there anything unusual about Kurosawa-san?
Well, he was just like his usual everyday self. He's here today as well, but even if you told me he was a doppelganger, I wouldn't know. There's no way I could tell. Yep.
I see.
One thing though, he was here one moment and gone the next. She asked Nakata, a server engineer, about this. We also met the CEO here last week. Oh, I mean, no, met the doppelganger thing? Here. Yep.
I see. Thank you.
Alright. Oh, reliable security guard.
I need notes on the people I met. Inuo-san is the security guard in charge of the server room. seems to have encountered the doppelganger, but around what time was that? Midnight, yeah? Midnight! Yes, around midnight. No-san and Nakata-san were working late. At that hour, there aren't any other witnesses. Doppelganger, whoa. Alright. Nerd! Hello, we're from the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. Oh, hello. I'm Nakata. I handle UTech Priority Server Room and admin and maintenance. Are the servers those large machines in the back? Yes, those shelves hold hundreds of servers and I'm in charge of them. Oh, I see. Makes sense. About your work. Could you tell me more about your work? I work in UTech's server room here in the headquarters. I oversee and maintain the server's hardware and also handle troubleshooting. Are you always here? I'm actually pretty new to the company. Another newbie. Seeing a pattern here. Not always, though. I often do come down and handle things here. I see. Thank you. What happened a week ago? Could you recap what happened a week ago, at night? That day, I was handling our regular monthly server maintenance, among other things. So it was your monthly special day where the servers get their beauty time? I guess, yeah, something like that. The CEO showed up during that time, a little past midnight, I think. He came in and just, knowing I was busy at work, he just gave me a wave. Like, don't mind me, carry on or something? Yes, exactly. So I was focusing on the maintenance process and other tasks. Was there anything unusual? Did you notice anything unusual? Unusual? Let me think. My favorite streamers started like 3 minutes later than usual, and they didn't thank me nearly as gratefully when I donated $700 to them to be their top subscriber for the month. Well, he acted just like the CEO usually does when we see him around the office. Do you know what exactly he was doing? That would be... no, I don't really know. He seemed to be working on something, but was gone when I looked up. Did you see the CEO's face? Did you get a close look at Kurosawa-san's face when he appeared at midnight? I'm not too sure, but I did look at him when he entered this room. I think he was just the usual CEO. Usual business. Alright, back to you. Really sorry about earlier. Oh, it's okay. Force of habit from the negotiation table. Haha. Okay. About the sighting. Could you tell me about what happened here, in detail? 1 week ago, late at night, the doppelganger showed up here, though nothing was taken. Please ask our server engineer and this room's security guard for specifics. I was out of the office working on something else, so I wasn't aware of what happened. Understood. I'll check with the engineer and security guard. By the way... Oh, what is it? Did you remember something? You have this special power, right? I seem to have lost my fountain pen when I came here this morning. Your fountain pen? You're good at finding such things, aren't you? Well, kinda. It's actually a very special pen for me. Could you try looking for it? It was a gift from my father. From your father? Well, you definitely should try and find it then. Exactly. Would you mind? It should be in this room somewhere. I'll have a look. But Kiyomoto-san, the secretary. I wanted to ask about Kiyomoto-san. You mentioned she wasn't answering calls? Kiyomoto? Oh, my secretary. Oh yes, I'd forgotten to mention this. We haven't been able to contact her. As they tried to check on her home, but they couldn't find her, so she might be missing. Huh? Maybe that secretary job was physically demanding in some ways. But disappearing with no word or warning? I don't think that's what's going on. Being the doppelganger of other people can kill you too. Ha ha ha, that's pushing it a bit, no? I met mine 2 days ago and nothing has happened. Though that reminds me. Reminds you of what? That reminds you? It's just our housekeeper didn't show up this morning and hasn't contacted us either. Your housekeeper? Honda-san? Is she okay? Doubt. Your secretary, Kiyomoto-san, and now your housekeeper, Honda-san? Both recently encountered your doppelganger, and both were recent hires. It's really strange that they're going missing like this. Well, actually, there are lots of irresponsible people in the world. And why am I totally unaffected? Well, I wouldn't worry too much about the doppelganger rumors. Wait, so that wasn't why you requested the center's help? Nope, I didn't mean to do that. Skip it. Glasses mode, activate. Look closer. Yes, definitely Kurosawa-san himself, not the doppelganger. Looks like he's placing something on the tool shelf. Maybe you put the pen here and forgot about it? Need to check. Ah, too real. Examine. The shadow was around here. There, it's an expensive looking fountain pen. Why would he put it here of all places? Did he hide it on purpose? Anyway, let's give this back to Kurosawa-san. Alright, there you go, buddy. Still looking into the intruder's motive, but here's your fountain pen. It was right on the tool shelf. Ah! That power of yours, it's real. This should work then. Just talking to myself. Please carry on with your investigation. Interesting. Okay. Anything else? Nothing from you. Think about this. No. Think about the server. Examine. It's in the glass compartment with a solid-looking door and lock. High security here. Doppelganger Shao is looking at something at this server. Wonder what's stored on it. Maybe I should check with the server engineer. Sure, why not? Kana-san? Yes? What's in that server? There's a server with a lock. What's stored in it? We're thinking that maybe what the doppelganger was aiming for. The content of that server? The server's content? I can't really tell you that due to security protocols. I could, but I need permission from the CEO, so... He's engineer. He notes on the people I met. Kana-san's the engineer in charge of the server room. When the doppelganger showed up, what was he doing? Maintenance! Yes, he was working on monthly server maintenance. Was it a coincidence that the doppelganger came on that day? Or not? Get a tangled web here. Alright. Let's see here. Let's ask the CEO about the server's content. There's a server with a lock. What kind of data is stored in it? Would the doppelganger be trying to steal that information? The Kana-san mentioned the doppelganger was doing something to the server. I see. Please check with our server engineer about specifics. You can tell him I gave you permission. And even if the doppelganger is indeed after the server's content, the data within is encrypted. You mean it should be safe? Yes. However, I'm concerned that our engineer hadn't mentioned that so far. Why is that? All hands on server processes are up to the team in charge, so I wouldn't be accessing anything directly myself. I see. I'll check with Nakata-san about that. We're getting somewhere. Kurosawa-san said you're allowed to tell us about the server's content. Also, I think he's a bit worried about it. Why you hadn't informed him that the doppelganger tampered with the server. What? Me? Well, to be honest, I felt that the CEO was acting strange that day. I asked him what he was doing, but he didn't even answer me. Why didn't you say anything? So, you did feel something was off? Yes, and to answer your question, that server is for government-related matters. It contains the National Police Agency's information system. The National Police? Issues with that server tend to be complicated. So to be honest, I prefer not to cause any issues by speaking up. I see. And please, it's strictly off the record that's for the police's information system. So, it's not like I had any other intentions. I'm sorry. And either way, it takes special authentication to access that system. So the intruder shouldn't have been able to extract any data. Special authentication. So in order to do anything with the server's content, you need to clear the authentication? That's right. So I bet the intruder probably got this far, then gave up and left. Please pass that on to the CEO. Understood. Thank you for explaining. I wonder if the server near the back wall is alright. Doppelganger was trying to do something to it. Maybe I should look through the glass? Oh, let's find out. Glasses mode, activate. What were you doing, buddy? Examine. This doppelganger, what is it doing to this server? It's touching something. Connecting a cable to the server? Wait, is that even safe for the server? Should I worry? Alright. Let's find out. Talk to the nerd again? Nope. Talk to the CEO again? Nope. Glass mode, activate. Maybe this one? Oi. Nope. Here, no. Here we go. Look closely. The server has neither a door or a lock, so it just opens up. Doppelganger was connecting a cable to this and doing something. I need to let the server engineer know about this. Right, already knows. Excuse me, about the servers in the back? Doppelganger might have been targeting the server in the back of the room. It seems to have connected a cable to it if it did something. Did it steal some important data, maybe? A server in the back? You mean the one without a lock? Server in the back isn't being used yet. We'll be setting up its structure and getting it ready for actual use. Oh, so there's no data in that could be stolen? Yes, it's totally empty. It's not even connected to the internet, so there's nothing that could be done with it. Oh, he's probably uploading something, not taking something out. So if a doppelganger stuck into the server room to steal important data, but didn't find anything, so gave up? This feels off somehow. Maybe I should ask Jasmine for tips. I'm willing to bet, because he couldn't get in there, and knew that this server was going to go live, he put some kind of virus in there so he could get the information remotely later. Alright, Jasmine, let's hear it. What you got to talk about? Just be wary around Kurosawa, okay? What do you think? About the doppelganger that appeared in this server room. Any thoughts? A doppelganger? This one doesn't seem supernatural. This one came from a server room. The stolen item from CEO's place was an HDD. Oh yeah, and the card-like device it stole was from the CEO office. I am stolen from the CEO office with some kind of device? All I heard was that it was red and card-like. Oh, guess I shouldn't assume then. Any leads you're aware of? Not too sure. Might be something, but I'm not confident just yet. Let me see. Let me know if you figure out anything. Hey, discuss something. So we know quite a bit more, but also quite a bit less. Which means Doppelganger came to this server room, but it slipped away without taking anything this time. But in this room, there's one server, which sounds like an obvious target. Say what? that. So you see... well, you see... What are you whispering? The server contains the National Police's information system. The National Police? Shh! But nothing seems to have been swiped from the server, yeah? It seems the police info system needs special authentication to access. Authentication. So a password. Yeah, getting nervous, Jasmine? We closing in on your employer? And left this room, for now at least. For now? Also top secret info. I'm more and more confused about the doppelganger's goals. Actually, Zammy, I think I might have an idea. The question is, what type of data from the National Police is stored there? Oh, is there a way to find out? I think Kurosawa has taken a peek at the content at least. Gotta find a way to make him spill the beans. Oh wow. Kurosawa is feigning calm, but is obsessed with whoever was taken. And again, he's not going to just tell us if we ask. So it's a matter of, what can we tell him that would make him talk? Gotcha, I'll think about it. Go for it. So I'm talking about top secret info. Okay. Let's think things through. National Police's information stored on UTech servers. Jasmine thinks Kurosawa has peeked at the content.
Is there anything you're unsure of? What he was doing with the server in the back?
I think it's hard to get him to talk.
Kurosawa-san has been hiding various pieces of information from us. We could make him believe that we are partially aware of the truth and are in a position to help him. We may be able to get past his emotional barrier.
Doppelganger is clearly sneaking in to steal the National Police's data, acting in ways that an anomaly wouldn't. Is there some kind of hint in there? What can we say to catch Kurosawa-san off guard?
Let's see here. The doppelganger may be a Zimmer trying to plot an attack.
Nailed it! Doppelganger may be a Zimmer who's trying to plot an attack. Just a thought, but putting aside whether Doppelganger is an anomaly or not, we hypothesize it's a Zimmer working towards a goal, things start making sense. It's a huge slip-up by Kurosawa-san's company, but he'd probably tell us if we would stop an attack. We could possibly ask Kurosawa-san outright, but that's kind of scary, honestly. I should check with Jasmine first.
Okay. Doppelganger's goal.
Doppelganger must have a goal. It's like it's targeting something.
We keep working this case, and it turns out the Illuminate cards are related.
If they are?
I need a bit more info, Zammy.
Give me that info. On it.
Doppelganger's identity.
Just a thought about the entity we've been calling the Doppelganger. Could be a Zimmer trying to make things look like it's a Doppelganger?
You think so too, Zammy? They snuck in here a week ago to snatch police info for their terrorist plans. They failed and realized they'd need a red card-like device for the heist. So they stole it from the CEO's office, or something like that.
They need a device to steal the data? How do you know this?
Sammy, just trust me on this one. Don't pressure Kurosawa a bit. If you won't talk, just mention that device. He should tell you everything.
Okay.
Alright, let's see it. National Police's data.
Kurosawa-san, about the content of the server Doppelganger tried to hack.
I can't really tell you much. Could you just focus on the intruder's motive?
What if the intruder was a Zimmer? They'd be carrying out attacks. If they laid hands on that information, you don't know what they might do. What exactly is this top secret info about?
Let's slow down a bit. As I mentioned earlier, nothing was taken during this intrusion. And you may have heard, but even if they tried to access the server, special authentication is needed to retrieve the data.
Oh, but the red card-like device that was stolen from your office, wasn't it? Isn't that a huge concern? Didn't think you'd find out this much. The information in that server is related to VIP protection. VIP protection info. VIP protection? Info related to security measures for political figures and leaders from within Japan, and also for VIPs visiting from overseas. Security is a growing concern recently. You mean the Zimmer activities that we see in the news? The Zimmers could plan attacks with that information? Yes, which is why I was hoping you could figure out who the thief is. Then again, you got me. Guess I underestimated you. He's worrying this as if we brought up a real zinger or something. I should update Jasmine either way. Alright. You know what's in the server. Jasmine, we know what's in the server. You okay? You don't look good. It's got info on VIP protection. The intruder who came to the server was trying to access VIP protection info. Just like you suggested. I mentioned the device to Kurosawa-san and he told me. Okay. It's a Zimmer, then they're definitely planning out the steps towards their goal. This means the Zimmers have full access to security information on the VIPs, right? You got it. This could be really bad. Alright. Jasmine, does this situation look hopeless? Oh, the doppelganger has probably been after Kurosawa-san's data for a while. And the server contained national police info on VIP protection. Did the Zimmers do this to plan attacks? Police are in danger, but we are too, now that we know. They realize that Center is involved. Zimmers may label us threats and actively target us. Oh no! Even if we aren't doing anything to them? We figured out their plans. That's reason enough for them to come after us. And this means the boss man's silence is a concern too. No word in a while. Let's hope it's not because of the Zimmers. Do you think the director is okay? Boss man's a resourceful one, so I'm not that worried. Either way, Zimmers probably already achieved their goal. Now it's up to how we and the police follow up. You see. Anyway, let's stop here for the day. Tell them bye and head home. Yes. Having that stolen really messes with our plans. The red device too. And again, that girl's power could be useful. Remove Dissolution Center. I really hope the director is okay. Assuming Jasmine's right, I wonder what the director is doing now. Another pile of books. Researching something, I guess? Cult Fundamentals for Dummies. Alien abduction techniques, past and present. The world without Tsutomu Kisaragi. Spice up your occultic fun. Book of the Dead according to Tsutomu Kisaragi. These are all books by Dr. Kisaragi. There's something else in the pile. A memo by the director? Server room. CEO office. Kurosawa home. Last line reads, Kurosawa Seiji? Doppelganger's movements synced with that vision? Yep, it's time for me to go meet Jasmine. Okay, let's get started. Any word from the boss man? Not yet. I don't know what's going on. Seems really busy. Did find a memo listing the places we've investigated. Last line reads, Seiji Kurosawa. Keep watch of that vision, huh? Could throw us a tip or two at least. Anyway, Seiji Kurosawa is Yuya Kurosawa's father. We'll be heading to Seiji Kurosawa's home, their estate. Doppelguy showed up there. You mean at Kurosawa-san's family home? Yep. The boss man had that name written down. There must have been some clue. Seiji Kurosawa, that CEO guy, has some serious lineage. Wait, who exactly is Seiji Kurosawa? Again, how do you not hear about things? Look him up online, they'll give you an idea. Understood. I'll search for Seiji Kurosawa then. I wonder if the Kurosawa estate might be hiding something. Something that the doppelganger and Zimmers both want. The info stored in that server room? Maybe not, since it's top secret. What a mess if that had leaked. Anyway, I'll go ahead and look up Seiji Kurosawa. There we go. There's the save icon I was looking for. Alright. That's going to be the stop point for part 1. I think so. Oh, boy. Once again, I don't know what to make of this one. Like, I was assuming he had, like, a long-lost twin or something like that. I don't know. I don't know what we're building up to here. I have a whole week to think about it. What? Oh, what could be... I wonder if all his recent hires are actually Zimmers. Like, I'm wondering... The only thing I'm thinking about is that these recent hires are all disguising themselves as Kurosawa. And then they do what they need to do, and then they just dip. Right? I mean, I don't know. It's the only thing I can think of is that they're accomplishing whatever goal they need to accomplish after gaining employment, and then they just dip out of the company. I don't know. I also don't know what to make of Kurosawa's interest in our clairvoyance. I mean, yeah, I mean, a CEO probably would see that opportunity and be like, oh ho, but I don't know. The fact that he was related to Tsutomu, is familiar with Tsutomu Kisaragi, also hints to me that he could potentially be a Zimmer. Who knows? Not I. It could be anywhere. But that's going to do it for today. We will finish up episode 5 next week, and the week after that, we will do the entirety of episode 6. Excitement, the grand finale. Where's the director? Where are the Zimmers up to? Who knows? Not I. We're going to find out together. And if you're new here, hey, subscribe. We stream plenty here on the channel. All my socials are down in the description below, and we have our community Discord server link down there too. Come on, join us. We have a great time there. I'm going to go get some dinner. You guys go get yourself a treat, because you deserve it for making it through this Monday. You really do. Have a good one, pigeons. Love y'all. Later.